Okay, y'all, right here, I have these round wood pieces and these oval wood pieces from the Dollar Tree. The round one came from Miss Cindy, who sent me 5 boxes and 2 envelopes full of stuff. I've got to show y'all everything she sent. And those came from Miss Wanda Cruz Anderson. Bless her, she sends me stuff all the time. You guys are amazing. I couldn't even make this without you. And that bottom piece I got from a flea market. Yeah. And you see what I'm doing there? And I'm just going to lay those oval ones down underneath that smaller round one and trace it out with my pencil. So that way I'll know where to glue it. And I'm just gluing these together with some wood glue. And we'll be done with that sometime today. And then here we are wood gluing it. I mean, I guess I could tell you as I'm doing it, but not me. I've got to have everything all off and wonky. But anyway, we are going to set those aside to dry, and I do set paint cans on it to, put some weight on it. And then I was like, oh, this is going to be cute after it dried. I grabbed those little round pieces from the Dollar Tree, and then these little teeny tiny wood slices I got from Amazon. They are in my Amazon store. And I decided to make my bunny little wood feet with those little paw prints. I guess that's what they are on the bottom of his little feet. And I'm using Titebond this time to glue that on. No reason other than it was just closer to me and I didn't have to get up. And after that is dried, I start taking this flocked greenery from the Dollar Tree. And I want to start hot gluing it down around his little neck. But I decided to make what did I make? Oh, just a triple loop Kathyjodiys. And here in a minute, I'll be hot gluing that down. Oh, no, I'm going to show you. So you guys see how I make that number 7 there. And then I fold it over. It's a backwards number 7. And then I'm going to fold it under itself. See how I did that? Just fold it right under itself. Then fold it over again. This is only a double loop, you guys. Take it down, up, and around. Then take it through itself in that loop. You can actually slow it down. There's multiple videos of me doing this. I was asked again to make it. But then I just put my thumbs and fingers in there, fold it in half to make sure it's even, and I pull that string that I just put through that loop really tight. But there's 3 little dots on your screen. You click those and you can change the speed of your video anytime. And I dovetailed the ends, and then I hot glued the bow down. And I just add more greenery to the other side. I actually like to fill it up better after the bow's on so I can see what I'm working with here. And then I'm going to take these 2D hooks. I'm going to screw them in the back of my bunny's ears. Yeah, that didn't sound good, did it? That's just mean. And, I want to tell you all, like, when you do that, if you hold that hook up and start that hook will actually hold your screw while you twist it in, and it's not falling everywhere because they're so tiny. And I'm just going to take a piece of jute. I run it through my hooks there. I'm going to tie it in triple knot, cut it off, and put some hot glue on it there, you see? And here it is. And oh my goodness, I think this is absolutely adorable. I mean, absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness, look at it. I'm going to hang him right on my front door. I sure enough am. Okay, you guys, today I am participating in the What Would You Make challenge. I actually volunteered. I didn't get asked. I'm such a loser. No, I'm joking. To be the guest host this month. And it is hosted by my sweet friend Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY. And it is also hosted by my sweet friend Miss Christine by Divine Designs. And yay, again, I'm the guest host. Don't forget to check these ladies out. Their link will be in my description box below, as well as the link to everyone's videos. You guys, check them out. All these creators are magnificent. You'll have a blast. Okay, right here, I just went outside to the garage and I got this board. And I was like, well, I better measure it and let everybody know. So it is 22 inches long, 5.5 inches wide, and 1 inch deep. Now, these nails that I have, I didn't show you all the size because they're actually way too big. I needed smaller ones, but I used those because that's all I had. I don't know. I always called them penny nails, but I'm not sure. And they're the ones that, you use for string art and stuff like that. But my board was too thin again, and but you all see what I'm doing here. So I just take this yarn and I triple knot it on the nail after I drew out a carrot, okay? And then, because that's what I wanted to do. And, a carrot. And that yarn, that deep yarn is the only color orange I had for, that would, be a carrot. So anyway, after I get my nails pounded in, I'd go about an inch apart on all of them. You guys could trace out something. You could trace out one of those carrots from the Dollar Tree. You could just draw one wonky like I did there. But you just start wrapping your yarn around it and loop it around and wrap it and loop it and wrap it and loop it. You see what I'm doing there? And fill it all up until you get it looking how you want. And however thick or whatever you want. Oh, these ones are 1.5 inch nails. Yeah, that's why they were just too big. And so anyway, yeah, I'd suggest if y'all do this, if you use 1.5 inch nails, make sure your board is thicker. And I'm sorry, I'm making a bunch of noise with them, aren't I? Anyway, and I just wrap until I get it how I like, and then I make my way back up to the top of the thing here. And then I'm going to get that string out that I originally started with that I tied to that nail, which y'all should leave it longer. I don't know what I was thinking. So I ended up having to glue my yarn there and tack it down so I could dig my string out of there. But I do double knot it. If you do put some glue on it, just put very, very little because it sticks to yarn very well. And you don't want yarn and gloppiness to be all over. But if you use string too, that works very well. But like I said, this yarn is all I had. So, and I absolutely love it. And I take this greenery here that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I put actually 3 different kinds in there because I was like, let's just, make it interesting and different like textures or whatever. So, textures, not textures. Dimensions, not dimensions. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, you guys. I'm exhausted. Okay, and then I made a triple loop, double bow, double ribbon, Kathyjodiys bow. I don't know what I've made, you guys. And I take the tails, I did dovetail them, and then I twist them around to make them hang all like loopy. These are so easy, you guys, but they're so beautiful. They're statement pieces, and I'll tell you what, I'd be happy to show these in my home anytime, obviously. And I'm still twisting that ribbon around. And here it is, you guys. And I absolutely love this. I think this will be pretty hanging on a door, too. And it's tall, though. You could just lean it against the wall or on your porch or anything like that. And look at it. You got a cute little carrot. I wish I'd drawn it the other way, because I'm not crazy, but it's Crafty Crafters of Time, you guys. If you like to showcase your crafts on my channel, email me at Kathyjodiys@gmail.com. Miss Leah Polson Glass. These are so pretty. She made these for the fall. I'm behind on everything. If you've been with me for a minute, I've been going through some stuff, But this is still inspiration because fall will be here before you know it. And Miss Denise, look at these adorable ornaments. I love them all. I love that paper that you have. Great job. So very pretty. Look at, like I said, inspiration for Christmas now, you guys. And look, Miss Beth Bowman, right? Oh my goodness, that church and the angel and those lanterns. And I love those candy. I got to make those candies this year for sure. Love them. And Miss Heather, I always say, well, Draper. Anyway, oh, look at her little snowman, that wee little tiny slat. I love it. Okay, you guys, right here, I got this wood mason jar. I got this one from Amazon. I've had it for like 4 years. I had a whole pack of them. And because this is the What Would You Make challenge, I'm going to use the wood, you know what I'm saying? But you can use those signs from the Dollar Tree if you recreate this. But I'm just going to take a Waverly Antique Wax and a wet wipe, and it's just a water-based wipe. And I'm going to stain my mason jar front and back. But as it's drying on one side, laying downward, when I flip it, I like to take that wipe and do a circular motion and stain it twice to get a darker color. And those things, I just got those from Amazon too. They're not in my store yet, but I will put them in my store. Because I can't find those frames from the Dollar Tree. So I was like, well, I'll find my own. I found these oval ones, and I really like these. I think they're pretty. But anyway, and I stained it too. And then I'm just going to take my sander. Y'all don't have to do this. This is just an option of mine. And I'm going to go around the edges of my mason jar there. And I'm going to distress it a little bit. You know what I mean? That's it. And then after I'm done doing that, I do take my little frame there. And I do the same thing. Just go around it, just distressing a little bit. Nothing major. That's just what I like to do. And then I'm going to trace it out the circle there. And I'm going to take chiffon cream. You guys are not going to believe this, but I dropped that can of paint last night on this carpet. It went all over my pajama pants leg, my Crocs, on my carpet, you guys. Oh my gosh, there is like a 12-inch circle. But anyway, I was like, what am I going to do? It was like 2 o'clock this morning. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Anyway, so it's just, we was going to replace the carpet down there anyway. But still, anyway, I just paint within that circle. And I'm going to put some Mod Podge down. And then I got that rice paper. I absolutely love this thing. Last year from Decoupage Napkins.com. They got the most beautiful rice paper. And their link, and reasonably priced. And their link is in my description box also. And plus Miss Brandy from the DIY Struggle. She has rice paper and tissue paper and all that stuff too. But after it dried, I'm going to cover it with a coat of Mod Podge again. And I'm just going to use Mod Podge as my glue and set my frame on top of it there. And just glue it down with that. And I do set some weight on it to let it dry. Whoo, you guys. And then I do like an X thing on that image also to make it look more like a painting, because that's glossy Mod Podge. And then I'm going to take these upholstery tacks and I'm going to put them in each corner of my little mason jar. And just pound them in there. And of course, they're going to be entirely too long. And I'm just going to flip it over and use my clips here too. I got those for Christmas too, to clip that off. I had put a stencil on it, but I didn't like the way that bunny was looking on it. But that stencil's from Miss Brandy, from the DIY Struggle, from her line. Anyway, and then I'm going to take this cork. Oh, I put glue on those tacks so they won't jab anybody after I cut them off. I'm so sorry about that noise. And then I'm going to take this corrugated cardboard here, and I'm going to make it the lid of my mason jar. And I'm just going to, rub it down there lightly, because you don't want to cave it in. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess. My husband said he didn't like it because it was going up and down, not sideways. I said, I'm sorry, I didn't have any sideways cardboard to, you know what I mean? I didn't want to tear any up. I already had this. Anyway, I take my bronze gilding wax and I put it on my cardboard there and on my little upholstery tacks. And I put it like certain little spots, like a light distressing on the rest of my sign. Oh my goodness. I'm going to shut that thing down. And then I end up taking gold gilding wax and going over it lightly. And I like that better. Like not heavy, but very light. And I did put it on my bunny rabbit image. But, oh, isn't he handsome? So dapper. My dapper dude. He is. I think it is adorable. And I like this. I hope y'all like it too. I feel like it's missing something, y'all. I don't know what. I don't know. Okay, this one's easy too. I got this from the Hobby Lobby, and I painted it black during Christmas because I was going to do something with it. Didn't get to. So, I am going to take my sander here and go around those edges. Don't forget to check out everybody in the playlist, you guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hype and all that stuff. And give me a big thumbs up if you like the video, you guys. I really would love for my channel to grow. You know what's more important to me is the views and stuff. And I think that's more important to everybody. But I would like people to subscribe. And it is free. People ask me. I got asked the other day by somebody that I know very well. And I couldn't believe she wasn't subscribed. And she said, how much does it cost? I'm like, oh my gosh, nothing. But anyway, I got that little goose from a bunch of stuff from a Goodwill last summer. And it had some primitive little pieces like that in it. And then I got that bow tie from my good friend May from Crafty with May. And I glued that on him. And I just did a lark's head knot as a hanger on here. And I'm going to burn the fuzzes off of my string. But I'm going to make a loop here because I will be tying it. But I'm going to leave that loop open because I'm going to take this jute. It came with those frames to hang them on. I don't understand. But anyway, why in the world would I hang them? But, and I'm just going to use them to make my tassel. And I'm just going to take them and line them up. Make sure they're even. And wrap them around my hand here. I had to hold it tight because they were uneven. But I had to, line up one end. But, and then I'm going to take another piece of it. And I'm going to make a lark's head knot in that. And hold that down there. And then I'm going to take, I cut those loops open. But I want to show y'all this. If you make a loop, and I know this, and I do it sometimes, and sometimes I forget. But if you take your jute and make a loop, and put the loop aimed downwards towards the end of the tassels, like the strings, like that. Leave the opening up there, and leave some length up there left over. And then take your string and wrap it around. It's probably better you watch if you can see what I'm doing. And wrap it around like you would wrap it around the tassel. Then take that big long string that you have left that you just wrapped around and stick it in that loop. I'm trying to show you all how to do it and keep my hands out of the way, and it's kind of hard. But put it down in there, see? Just like that. And then take that other string from where you made the loop, right there that's left over. Grab it, pull it tight, and it's going to hide that knot up underneath where you wrapped it around. And you won't have that ugly little knot that's showing tight on the side of your... If y'all need me to show it again, just let me know. Email me or put it in the comments, something, and I'll, do it again. But anyway, and then I just tie it into that loop that I left open. And, I wrapped my jute around it there. And now I got an ugly knot there instead. Stupid. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, I'm just going to tie that one there. And I don't know what I'm doing. Left that mess in there. But that's my hanger, you guys. Anyway, that was it. This video was like crazy fast. But, yeah, don't forget to check out the playlist. And don't forget to check out and subscribe to Brenda and Christine. And again, subscribe to me, please. And I hope you like my dapper dude. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. These easy DIY spring crafts, because they're almost over. We're not going to be doing the spring. And April 4th is Easter. Can you guys believe that? That just absolutely blows my mind. All right. I love you all. And I'll see you in the next one. And I won't have a video tomorrow because I've got this one here today. All right, y'all. I love you. Bye. Have a blessed week. I already said I'll see you in the next one. Bye.